Perhaps. What's all this food on you? What's all this? This and this. The chocolate cake from last night? Oh man, I had this delicious chocolate cake Sugar had bought me. It was frozen at first, but it was so good. It was like rich in chocolate. It was delicious. And then it was so rich I couldn't eat all of it. And so here comes Ste'ce, getting the rest of it. And he got most of it on his shirt. Most of it, hopefully. I kind of want to see what's going on with the coffee. It's done. You gonna make some? Give me a cup too. I want a big cup like you got. No, not that big. Give me the spooky Caesar cup right here. Yeah. You gonna get the creamer? You got it? Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Listen, don't fuss at me. Good morning, Carla. From London. You all the way in London? It's pouring rain where you are? It's not pouring over here. I'm sure it will later. It's supposed to rain for the next couple of days. New England in the house? You got the same pajamas? I love these. He doesn't like the skulls. It's sunny over there, Carla. It's not sunny over here. It's like cloudy and such. It's not raining right now, but it's probably gonna rain later because I could feel it in my joints. Remember when we was little and old people used to say that? But no, seriously, I can feel it in my joints, the rain. Oh, thanks, bud. Cheers. Sitting in the front seat. Every video I post in the car, y'all see he's sitting in the back. I don't know for sure, but this is just some research that I did. I feel like Ste'ce don't like sitting in the front seat because it's overwhelming looking out the window, the big window. It's overwhelming. Because if you think about it, like when you're up there, like as a passenger, like you can't help but to look like you're the driver. You can't help but to do that, right? It is overwhelming. Cars all over the place, people walking, buildings and such, lights, etc. So I think that he prefers the back seat because it's overstimulating him to sit in the front. He just prefers the back. And also that's his seat. That's been his seat. I used to put him back there when he was little so I could reach him because he used to try to get out the seatbelt. Like he was Houdini Ste'ce. So I used to have to, while I was driving, boy, get your ex. I used to have to do that. And then he just kept the seat. I tried to get him to sit in the front seat when he got older, and he said no. 4-year-old autistic twins, have mercy. Any pointers? Honey, pray. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, my main pointer for nonverbal kiddos is, Ste'ce, what's happening with your shoe? For the nonverbal kiddos, the moms and parents with the nonverbal kiddos, is don't stop talking to them, no matter what. Explain, over explain, okay? What's going on, what's happening, why you did what you did, why they in trouble, or whatever the case may be. And they can still get in trouble, you know? But you gotta determine, like, when they're doing stuff because they're overstimulated or they're doing stuff because they're just being kids. And if they're just being kids, then that's still warrants of punishment or whatever you might do to your other 4-year-olds. But seriously, don't stop talking to them. Just because they're nonverbal does not mean they don't need that. They don't need your verbal language. Okay, I'm turning the camera. Jeez, I was trying to finish talking to this lady about her twins. Okay, the camera's turned, buddy. What did you want to say to the people? Pool was fun yesterday. You had fun, right, Ste'ce? What about the meltdowns? Honey, just let them happen. Just let them happen. If they're not hurting themselves or hurting anybody else, just let the meltdowns happen. They need to get it out. And if they are hurting themselves, then that's something you need to talk to a professional about. Or if they are hurting you, that's something you need to talk to a professional about. Yeah, and sometimes he don't care about saying grace. He just be hungry. Y'all, look, I don't know where Ste'ce got this from, but this is a little photo album. It's an old photo album, though. Like, look. And he's been, oh, my bad. He been flipping through it. And every time I try to look in it, he take it from me. Happy Thursday. I'm going to cook some hash later on for Ste'ce to eat right before we go run errands today. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do that live. Yes, TB Cook said, I agree with you. I let those meltdowns happen, especially when I can't figure out what's wrong to help. Yes, especially when you can't figure out what's wrong, because, honey, if you trying to stop the meltdown and you don't even know how it started or why it started, you're going to stress yourself out. Let them have a meltdown. And then while they having their meltdown, honey, you just go in the corner and cry, okay? Because you need it too. You need it too. You go in the corner and cry, honey. When did I realize that Ste'ce wasn't speaking? Probably about... I don't know, because I'm still kind of optimistic. But probably about age 10, I was like, yeah, this is probably how he's comfortable being. He's more comfortable like this. Because I never said he couldn't talk. Because I have heard him say words here and there, sporadically, but not enough for him to be declared verbal. Like yesterday, we were getting ready to go on a walk, and I was trying to get the dogs together. And I made him come with me. So he didn't fuss, but he went to the door, and he was the only one ready at the door. I wasn't ready. Sugar wasn't ready. So I heard him clear as day say bye-bye. Bye-bye as in let's go. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, good morning, Patty. Patty Betty, what's happening, girl? This coffee is hitting today, y'all. Has Ste'ce always been a good eater? No, not really. There was a time where... Is it hard understanding your nonverbal child? Yeah, it is. But it's just like... It looks easy for me, but it's not. It's I just know his different sounds and things mean different things. So like he's very open with sharing his emotions with me, but he doesn't say I feel frustrated. You know what I'm saying? He'll say or something like that. And he doesn't say I'm very happy. He'll be like in high pitch. So that's how you understand them. But as far as like what they want, like when they trying to get something, honey, just let them get it. Just tell them to go to it. And then when they grab it, just be like yes or no. Because I hate that guessing game. Like, what do you want? Like, do you want this? This? What do you want? This? Like, do you want your tablet? I hate that. Just go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Because oh man, that'll frustrate you. I used to hate that. Ste'ce be like, I'd be like, Ste'ce, what do you want? Like, what do you want? I'm trying to get him everything. Like, what do you want, sir? And then one day I was just like, Ste'ce, just go get it. Go get it. It took me like 10 minutes of saying, go and get, like, it's trying to explain to him, go and get the thing that you want. It took 10 minutes. And then finally he just walked off. So I was like, thank God, he's gone. But then he came back with the thing he wanted. It was like an ice popsicle or something like that. And I was like, honey, yes, eat it. Jeez, it took us so long to figure that out. Yes, go get it. Okay? Tell your child to go and get it. And then you can say yes or no. You can still say no when they bring it. You can be like, no, later. And then grab it and put it back. Oh, screen time? Psh. I didn't worry about screen time when Ste'ce was little, because that was the only thing that was keeping him calm. He had ADHD. Well, he still has ADHD, but you know when boys are younger with ADHD, they be Spider-Man all on the walls, all on the ceiling, all of that. And so I was like, screen time, schmeen time. If this tablet is keeping you quiet, honey, please. But he don't even be on the screen time. He watched TV a lot because he liked to watch YouTube. And at first, I started limiting his time on the TV, time to sit in there in the sensory room. But then I realized the things that he were watching were teaching him. He's not just in there watching cartoons and stuff. He watched some cartoons, but every time I go in there, he's like watching somebody cook. He's watching somebody make something, bake something. He's watching somebody decorate cookies. Like, he watches random mukbang videos. He watches random people building things, like the guys outside in nature that be building things. He watches that. And I feel like he's soaking up knowledge, so I kind of let him do it. Like, you better get in there and soak up that knowledge, honey. It's up to me to tell him to get up and let's go outside now. But while we in the house, honey, watch that YouTube, okay? How did you handle aggression? How do you discipline? Actually, this is something that we're currently still dealing with, so I can answer this question. Aggression, I handled with giving him something to let his aggressions out on. Well, we have a punching bag. There's a really big punching bag, one of those things they use for judo, and I put water in it, filled it up very heavy, and whenever Ste'ce would let his aggressions out on my things, because that's what he would do, he would never hit us or hit himself. He would break my things and punch holes in the wall. That's what he would do. But I'm not gonna lie, I seen my brothers do that when I was younger too, so I wasn't surprised. But anyways, whenever he would do something like that, I would just send him to the punching bag, and then he would punch the shit out of the bag. I actually used to have sand in the bag, and he beat the bag so bad that the sand started coming out the bottom. So then I replaced that one with a better one and then put water instead of sand. Because I don't even know how he was lifting it off the ground with his kicks and punches. I was like, what the heck? You should not be this strong, sir. But you heard the myth that, autistic kids are strong as hell for no reason? I seen your boy pick up a whole couch, because he was looking for a straw under it. He was just like, I was like, what the heck? Anyways, but yeah, that's how I dealt with aggression. Because Ste'ce actually still hits the bag to this day. But I still have to remind him to go hit it. And I seen people asking, am I afraid that he's going to hit me? No. Because I wish he would, because I'm going to hit him right on back. And we just going to be boxing up in here. I know Kung Fu, Krav Maga even. But no, seriously, he's a gentle giant. He's never even shown that he would hit anybody. He did push me one time, but it wasn't like a push like this. It was like a booty bump push, because I was in his room and he was like, get out, and I wouldn't get out. Because I needed him to clean it, okay? I needed him to clean his room, and I wasn't going to get out until it was clean. The only reason why I remember it is because y'all remember I have arthritis. So I have arthritis in my hips as well as some of my other joints. So when he booty bumped me, my hip gave out and I fell. He felt really bad about it. And I milked it. I was like, Ste'ce. He tried to help me up and everything. I kept falling down on purpose. It was funny. But he felt very bad. He felt terrible. He went and got his tablet and kept saying, sorry, excuse me, mom, sorry. It's not funny, but it's funny because what are you doing pushing me? You know I'm old, bro. To clarify, he understands well, ? Correct? Yes, that is correct. He understands everything. Because, you know why I think he understands everything? Because I have been talking to him nonstop since he was like a baby. And if you ever see me with a baby, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be like, hey girl, what's up? Like, that's how I talk. to kids and babies of all ages, because I feel like if they don't understand, they're going to understand eventually. What's the name of the tablet he uses? The tablet is, I forgot, I think it's called a Wego, W-E-G-O. But he got it from our insurance. Ooh, excuse me. He got it from our insurance. Excuse me. His doctor wrote a prescription for a communication device. And then they sent us to this company that make the Wego. He got evaluated. They let him play with the different type of machines. And then he actually went to the Wego. I guess he had already, used it at school or whatever. So he actually went to that and started using it independently. So that's the one that they chose to give him. And then it has a program on it called Prolo Q to Go. Does Ste'ce have meltdowns? Yeah, he does. He does. You'll never see him though, because he doesn't give me consent to record his meltdowns. I recorded his meltdown once when we first started, but it was a slight one. It was him like punching the bag, and then I had showed that he had broken the door or whatever. And then I showed it to him, and he did not like it. He was very upset. So that told me that he didn't want to be recorded during his meltdowns. But when I put up the phone, he don't ever protest I don't want to be recorded right now. But when I show him, he'll either say yes or no, because I'm just recording all the time, and he knows that. Sometimes I just record for myself. I don't even post it. So I'll record a video or whatever, and then I'll show it to him, and then if he gives me the thumbs up, then I post it. If he says no, then I don't. Why y'all keep asking, will I allow Ste'ce to date? Why is that up to me? Why is it automatically, because Ste'ce's autistic, it is up to me to allow him to date? If he want to date, he's just going to do it. He's going to do it. If he needs my help, then he going to be, ask for my help. Like, hey, can you take us here and there? But I'm stopping him from dating, especially in high school. Kids in high school, they don't really have to go out on dates. You know what I'm saying? To date. They just dating in school. So he probably already have been dating, and he just don't talk to me about it. He only talked to me about one girl that he said that he liked. He said that it was his girlfriend. Then he said, no, it's not his girlfriend. They're just friends. And I haven't heard from her since. So she must have got on his nerves. The initial signs that made us think that Ste'ce was autistic. Well, first he stopped saying words. He did have some language, regular baby language, like mama, dada, stop, eat, bottle, that kind of stuff. Keys. He said a lot of weird stuff too. I ain't never heard of, a 2-year-old say keys, But anyways, he stopped doing all of that, and he stopped looking us in the eyes. A little bit of toe walk here and there. And then the aggression, the ADHD, the stimming. He used to flap in front of his face a lot. So yes, babies do love keys. And Ste'ce loved it, man. He would take your keys and just... I should have known right there that... Because he was sensory seeking. Because instead of just, playing with the keys like the babies do, he was shaking them by his ear. That's why he wanted the keys. He would shake them like that. I should have known. But yeah, he would say keys, and I would give him my keys, and he would just... How would you direct frustration / meltdowns in the car? My daughter bangs on the window. Honey, that's hard. Does your daughter carry anything with her in the car? A lot of autistic kids have that one thing that they just have with them all the time. Does your daughter have something like that? Because I'm trying to answer. Her tablet, headphones, and Legos. Okay, bet. So, here's what you can try. This is what I tried. I did it a few times. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. So, a meltdown in a car, especially if you're driving, is hard. what you're gonna have to do is pull over, honey. You're gonna have to pull over, and you're gonna have to take the thing that she desires the most. And I know that sounds messed up. You're gonna want to cry because she gonna cry. She gonna try to fight you. She gonna put her hands on you. All that. That's why you need to pull over. But when you take the thing, right? When you take the thing that is most desired for the child, you need to turn your entire body away from the child while they're having their screaming match and doing whatever. If they hitting you, whatever your case may be, if they spitting, whatever, just turn your entire body. You want her to know, I'm not paying attention to you while you're doing this. And then the moment that she is quiet, it could be a second of, go look at her. She might cry again, but when she cry again, turn it back again. So this is something that Ste'ce's ABA therapist taught me. You're giving them attention for the desired, like what you want them to do. And what you want them to do is, honey, sit down and be quiet and be still. That's what you want them to do. So the second that they're doing that, even if they give you just this little bit of quiet, look at them. You don't have to say nothing. You can if they like your voice. Ste'ce does like my voice, so sometimes when I talk, he calms down. But if they screaming and doing anything that you don't want them to do, you need to turn it back. And you need to do it consecutively. If you are in a rush to go wherever you're going to go, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You have to stop. And you have to correct the behavior every time. So it's going to be annoying. And especially if somebody else in the car. Heaven used to be in the car with me. And she'd be like, Mommy, why aren't we driving? And I'd be like, Heaven, I'm trying to teach Ste'ce something. Just chill, bro. You need your grandson to eat more than just fries? Keep trying to give it to them. Just don't force it upon them. If they say no, take it away. Because that's what makes kids go, like when you give them something new. Like that behavior. Because they get, you know what I'm saying? They get kind of traumatized a little bit. They get kind of traumatized a little bit when you try to give them something and they're saying no, but you still trying to give it to them. So if you do give them something and they say no, just take it away. Just take it away.